Hello friends, welcome to this session. So today what we are going to do is we are going to discuss about how to prepare for principles of accounting and financial management for the exam ESIC Deputy Director posts. Right, so I'm going to discuss about detailed strategy as in how to prepare for principles of accounting and financial management in detail. We will discuss some good sources for this also. We will discuss some good strategy for this also. So be with me for next 20 minutes and it can save you more than 20 hours in your preparation for principles of accounting and financial management. Right, I hope all of you are able to listen to me. Right. Right. So before I start the class, in case somebody is looking for assisted preparation, we have launched a master course for ESIC in which we are covering all the components in detail through videos, notes and MCQs. Very comprehensive course. It covers all the aspects of the exam, whatever is needed, with special focus on some subjects which you might not be fully prepared as of now, like principles of accounting and financial management, principles of marketing, pub-ed and development issues. All these are very thoroughly covered in this master course. In case you want to avail this course, the link for availing this course is given in the description of this video. We are also running 40% on our courses from tomorrow, right? So that would be from today we are also running 40% on all our courses. So you can avail that 40% course. 40% discount. You can use the coupon code GURU, G-U-R-U, right? G-U-R-U to avail 40% discount on all the courses and for ESIC course also. So let's discuss about the strategy. So guys, our goal is to crack ESIC 2021, for which huge number of posts have come, and this is one of the very coveted post, I would say, with good salary and good perks. Now, principles of accounting and financial management is something that holds the key. It can give you an extra edge because this is one subject where most of the people will not prepare, or they will not be able to prepare from the right sources even if they try to do. So this is one subject which can give you an edge. I expect personally around 10 to 15% of weightage of principles of accounting and financial management in your paper. Why I'm saying weightage? Why number of questions? Because number of questions we do not know currently what would be the exact number of questions, right? So I'm just going by the weightage. If the exam is say of 100 marks, then we expect around 10 to 15 questions somewhere in between from principles of accounting and financial management. So let's try to decode the syllabus. First of all, in your syllabus, there is no detailed syllabus given. They have just mentioned principles of accounting and financial management. You must try to understand that principles of accounting and financial management are two separate subjects. That is something you must try to understand. Right? Though both are related in some way, but accounting is a different subject and financial management is a different subject. So here, in a way, you would be required to study two subjects. If I talk about principles of accounting, then what you are required to read, I expect questions would be on more or less on the basics. Because see, this is not something where you would be joining as in proper job where you will be required to handle accounts on daily basis. So here the syllabus has been defined in such a way that you become jack of all trades and master of none. So it's a very senior post in the hierarchy, so you should be aware of accounting, management, marketing, public administration, history. So all that knowledge is being checked here. Right? What UPSC does, almost on the similar lines. So I don't expect that they would ask some very in-depth, very hard questions from accounting, right? Because your job is not to deal with accounting on day-to-day basis, but yes, it would be somewhat part of your job. So first of all, focus on basics, try to cover the breadth, maybe not go into the depth. I'll talk about the approach later in detail. So these are the topics I think you should be covering. First is chapter 1, that is, I'm talking about the course that is, I'm talking about the chapters that are given in your course, but even if you're doing self-preparation, you can do something on the same lines. Introduction to accounting, here we understand why accounting is required. Then theory base of accounting, here we study basically different principles of accounting, as in what is principle of cash, what is principle of accrual, what is principle of matching, all these principles we study here. Then in recording transactions, part 1 and part 2, it's very important. We basically study about journal, ledger, trial balance, which we study in chapter 5, right? And then bills of exchange, again something very core to accounting. Then here in the first 6 chapters you will understand about the basics of accounting. Then you shall move on to how to apply accounting. How to do accounting for share capital, how to do accounting for bonus and rights issue, how to do accounting for buyback of shares, how to apply accounting through accounting standards. So you should know about the accounting standards also. So introduction to accounting standards, then accounting standards in some area, and in the end, which is a very important chapter, preparation of final company accounts. This is very important for you guys to understand preparation of final company accounts. Where a lot of concepts are taught in one chapter in one go, and it almost like helps you revise the entire accounting. If you have studied from chapter 1 to 15, 16, you would be like revisiting all the concepts. Then coming out to the financial management, right? Time value of money is something very important, otherwise you will never be able to cover financial management. Here you will study the basics of future value, present value, discounting, compounding, which are anyways very important to understand finance. Then bonds, right? You study about how to raise capital and all those things. Then income statement, balance sheet, ratio analysis, cash flow, capital budgeting, cost of capital, break-even leverage. These are the core chapters of financial management. There can be other chapters also if I try to look into any standard book like capital structure theories, working capital management, but I do not expect questions from that area. These are the main chapters: ratio, income statement and balance sheet, and capital budgeting. And even among these three, ratio analysis is the most important chapter. You can expect, if there are 10 to 12 questions in the exam from principles of accounting and financial management, at least 2 to 3 questions would be from ratio analysis, which you need to do with great care. Right. So this should be the overall approach to cover the syllabus, as in what should be the scope to cover. Then what kind of exam can be? As I told you, I do not expect tough questions. I expect easy questions based upon the basics. The probability of numericals being asked is very less. Even if they are, they would be easy. And please do not count debit or credit. Right? Please do not count debit and credit, or say, I would say, calculating a ratio, a simple ratio given the values. Please do not count them as numericals. They are simple theory-based concepts itself, like what would get debited, what would get credited. Numericals are something hardcore numericals, where no big statement is given and you have to calculate a lot of things, or you have to do a lot of steps. So those kind of questions I do not expect in the exam, right? So less probability of numerical, and even if numericals are there, they would be just one-liner. Put the values in the formula and get the result. So overall, you do not need a lot of depth or a lot of in-depth understanding about accounting or financial management, but the basics should be clear, the breadth should be covered. I think that should be the mantra to score good marks with respect to principles of accounting and financial management. Right. Now, how to prepare? Since we expect exam to be on easy lines, not checking much in-depth knowledge and not having much numericals, right? So I will talk about the sources, time management and approach from that angle. And one thing I want to say is that it all depends upon how you carry load. Obviously, accounting and financial management are not easy subjects which can be covered, say, in 3 hours, 4 hours or 3 days. It requires a lot of effort. It requires a lot of energy to get into these subjects and understand the basics even. So it all depends how you carry the load, right? One way is to do like this, where you will never be able to cover it comprehensively or understand the things, and one way is this, to do it smartly and understand whatever you are reading. So this is very important. Choose the right sources, choose the right strategy. You should be doing your time management properly, and then you should be doing it like this in a smart way. So let's discuss about sources, time management and approach. So with respect to sources, I think for accounting, NCERTs are always best way to start in case you are doing self-preparation, right? Apart from that, again, in case you want to do self-preparation, there are some other books like, Introduction to Accountancy by T.S. Girewal, which is available on Amazon also. And this is on financial management by Dr. R.P. Rustigi. It's a book by Taxman. I'm not sure whether it's a recent edition or not, but I have this edition, so you can refer this. Right, the recent edition doesn't matter here because it's all of a mathematical thing which does not contain a lot of current affairs. right? So these two books you can refer. This is for financial management, right? Fundamentals of Financial Management by R.P. Rustagi, and this is Introduction to Accountancy by T.S. Garewal. These are the two books you can refer. In case you are looking for assisted preparation, I'll come back to the same point. There is a master course on ESIC by S, which is a very comprehensive course, covers all the components independently through videos, notes and MCQs, right? Mock test would also be there. So here also we are covering principles of accounting and financial management in great detail, as I told you, chapter wise, just some time back. Regarding time, this was about the sources. Now regarding the time management, guys, so I think it is going to be one of the most toughest component that you would be studying as part of your ESIC preparation. This is one of the most toughest component. It is bit longer too. So you need to devote time, need to have patience. I think you need to devote around 3 hours over a period of next 40 days. Regarding time, I don't think you should have much questions in your mind with respect to time management as of now. The date has not been announced, and we expect these kind of papers which are conducted by UPSC, but they are not their main papers like civil services exam. This exam can go till December or maybe even March. So you might have a lot of time at your hand. Use it judiciously and you will be able to cover all this. But have patience. Do not try to cover everything within say 3-4 days. It will not be possible. Regarding the approach, read, right, either through the books or whatever is given in your course. Revise it multiple times. Revision is very, very important. Practice mock test, the questions which are given at the end of each chapter, and the full length mock test you should be doing, right? Do less focus on hard numerical. I'm telling you this many times because many students they get so much engrossed in doing accounting and financial management sometimes that they even do hard numericals. They start doing numericals from other difficult books like Prasanna Chandra and all. That is not required. You will be killing your time and then you will be killing your chances to get selected into this exam. Then focus on basics. This shall be always the mantra. Even if you are not able to understand something in depth, at least try to understand the basic part of that, the basic theory behind that, the basic logic behind that. I think that will help you stand, or that will help you come ahead of others when you are standing in a queue to get selected. Right? So thanks guys. This is a very small strategy I am sharing with you. I do not want to speak for next 20 minutes and keep repeating the same things. This shall be a very crisp, clear strategy which I have told you in a very terse manner, and I hope you will be able to take something out of that and implement that and at least reduce your workload and cover the same thing in less time what you would have covered maybe in 70 days. Now you would be able to cover in 40 days through this strategy. Right? So I take your leave guys. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.